How are you doing, Hapshur and Lexi? Welcome in. We're just waiting for Ethys to...
Alright, sorry, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, shit's getting real.
I'm actually a little bit tired in my arms after my 7-minute workout last night. If shit's getting real, I have to take my hair out of my head. Out of my face.
Gods, he is almost whole again.
What? Did you hear her voice? What is up with her voice? Oh my god. I'm so glad they changed her voice actor. So when did Alice get the voice actor she's having now?
Heaven's Wood. They all changed in Heaven's Wood.
Because this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. With the raids, how many raids do we got left? I don't think I need help with this one because we're doing them in synced. But I'm going to do the roulettes when I'm done, and you're more than welcome to join for that. As long as you're not tanked, because I'm doing them with my tank. Need to do that as well, because that was just insane with her voice.
His size is staggering. I can scarce imagine how Grandfather stood against such a monstrosity.
Well, I was thinking about playing through the game again in Japanese, just because like the Japanese voices are very good, like nonetheless.
This cannot be allowed to proceed any further. Let us disable the coil and move on.
I do like the voices they changed, like in Shadow Bringers, all of the voices are really good. I can't say that I've encountered any bad voice actor in Shadowbringers. Oh.
Grandfather.
Athanos, look.
No, that man is dead. I will not dishonor my beloved grandsire's memory by calling you such.
The thing is, like, she doesn't sound serious enough. She sounds... This voice actor make her sound like she's a damsel in distress.
You are but his twisted shape, the thrall of a mad primal.
You were foolish to disregard my warning, child. Are you so convinced of your own righteousness?
His voice actor is good. I think it's so funny that Ethys is in the cutscene with me.
Eorzea will never be safe whilst Bahamut remains to threaten all we hold dear. What of the hero who gave his life in defense of the realm? Do you truly dispute the justice of our cause?
My poor, ignorant grandchildren. Your world is shaped by naught but recent conflict. Listen, and I will speak to you of justice. 'Twas in the twilight of the third astral era. The southern land of Mericidia suffered invasion at the hands of the Allagan Empire. With no atrocity too depraved for their purpose, the forces of Alec were unstoppable in their advance. Desperate for salvation, the dragons prayed to one of their first brood, to their ancestor Bahamut. Infused by the power of their fervent supplications, Bahamut arose from the abyss of death and took wing as the Mericidians' newborn god.
Mericidia was consisting like mainly only of dragons, right?
No.
Okay. Then can you explain to me a little bit more what Mary City actually is and why did they live like with the humans there?
I'll explain to you when you're not in the middle of the cutscene.
Okay.
Yet this great miracle would only serve to further the maniacal designs of the dragon's imperial conquerors. The cruel fetters which bind my lord stand testament to the Allagan's boundless greed and hubris.
This is the first time I think anyone has pronounced Allagans.
I once summoned the 12 in an attempt to forestall the advent of the 7th Umbral Era.
Thank you so much for that follow, Hapshay.
What then did the dragons of Mericidia do that I did not? Wherefore are they accursed and I exalted? 'Tis man's overweening belief in his own primacy that blinds him to the commonness of his condition and the truth of his own tyranny.
Oh, his voice is good.
As long as man is suffered to remain, the dragons shall never be at peace. Only when the plague of people has been expunged shall the children of Lord Bahamut be free. Then shall the world know true justice.
Stop it! Grandfather would never say such things. His belief that people were worth saving never faltered. He had faith in their strength, that they could stand together and push back against the darkness seeking to shape them.
I wish I would redo this scene with the new voice actors. Am I going to be quite honest?
A false hope. 'Tis folly to place one's faith in so flawed a race. Stand together? Huh. They would first need to agree on which direction to face. If history teaches us anything, it is that man cannot find common ground between his own 2 feet. Even you, twins whose veins run with the same blood, struggle to fathom each other's reasoning. You hide your differing agendas behind the convenient banner of Eorzea's salvation. Given your obvious self-interest, can you truly claim no kinship with the Allagan?
I like his
And
voice.
though I hope they might bring you closer, 'twould seem that the twin grimoires I bestowed upon you were a wasted gesture.
This must be so hard.
There may well be truth in your judgment of Alize and me, but such a one-sided tirade bemoaning the evils of man rings false, coming from the lips of Archon Louisoix. Tell me, do you champion the cause of dragons because Bahamut compels you as his thrall?
No, I'm not going to change because... Oh. We went straight in. The cutscene...
Oh,
The cutscene just ended.
that's because you were idle too long.
No way!
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Do you want me to tell you what happened with the rest of the cutscene?
Yes. No, I have to look this up. Can...
No, it's alright. I can just tell you.
No! I need to see this!
You can see it in the unending.
No, but I want to see it
journal.
before I do the fight.
You spent too long faffing around, complaining about the voice actors and not actually watching the cutscene.
Okay, I'm going to go on YouTube and find the cutscene.
Oh, no, you'll get spoiled on stuff. No, you get spoiled on cutscenes that come after this. Don't do that. Okay?
But, okay, tell me.
It only had 30 seconds left.
Okay.
So Alfino asks him whether he was, talking about man that way because he was tempered by Bahamut or because he himself had ascended beyond the limitations of man. And Louis was like, very well noticed, young Alfredo. That's right. I became a primal as well. Look, I'm Phoenix. And we're all like, Nandayo. And Alizé's like, kill it. You gotta kill it. And that's where we're at.
But I wanted to cry while this happened. Okay, let's go.
But what? Oh my goodness.
So why is he the Phoenix?
You'll find out. But in these cutscenes, you can't just like AFK in the middle of the cutscene to spend 2 minutes complaining about Alizé's voice actor, or you will get kicked from it because the game just thinks you're AFK. Oops. Get me up, please. Thank you. I know it's what she does. I know.
With this old man voice. Nandayo. I can't do that. Can you do it again?
Nandayo.
Ah. I feel like I've seen this bird before.
You need to step into the fountain of fire, please. And kill it. And I'll tell you when to step out. Okay. Oh, good.
I have seen a model before. Is it the Shizuku or whatever it's called?
Oh, Suzaku?
Yeah.
No. People thought that Suzaku was a phoenix. But she wasn't. She was just an auspice.
I haven't done Shizuku. Okay, so where have I seen this model before?
Well, you've seen Suzaku.
Okay, so it is the same model as Shizuku.
Not quite.
But that's where... That's why I feel like I've seen it before.
Probably.
No, Hilda, just say it. He's faffing around now.
No.
Ew.
Don't spoil.
Why? It kind of looked like Bahamut as well. We're not saying shit. Why are you guys taking his side?
Alright, no faffing.
But better it end this way than the alternative.
I am yet here, Alizé, my dear, sweet granddaughter.
Grandfather?
I must thank you, warrior of light. Without your valor, I might never have broken free of Bahamut's control. These last few moments are mine, to live as the man I once was.
This is all that I wanted. Yet, now that it is happening, I find myself struggling to believe it. Is it really you?
Grandfather, pray forgive me my insolence. It was not my intent to demean you.
Forgive you? I am proud of you, child. You were wise enough to deduce the manner of creature I had become. Alphino, Alize, if any here should beg forgiveness, it is I.
Grandfather, I must ask, will you not tell us what befell during the calamity?
Yes, yes, of course. You have come far to hear the truth. Let us then begin the tale at the Battle of Cartano, where clashed the forces of the Garlean Empire and the Eorzean Alliance. 'Twas there in the sky above the surging armies that the elder primal Bahamut broke free of the Red Moon Dalamut. In an effort to contain this avatar of destruction, I called upon the 12 to aid me in the creation of a prison of ether. But Bahamut would not be caged by such feeble bars. Too vast was his might, too fierce his rage. Little choice remained to me. I used the last of my strength to entrust our hope unto the future, and prepared to meet my end.
What kind of cutscene is this? Oh shit, he's so cool.
As you have no doubt surmised, I did not perish. When the cage built from the essences of the 12 was destroyed, the sky was filled with a colossal cloud of ether.
Oh my god, I'm only like imagining like people who actually played 1.0 actually doing this back in the day.
This
Oh,
drifting energy responded to the prayers of those fighting below, and to my own desperate wish that the dying realm be saved by infusing me with the power of a primal. I became the immortal phoenix, ancient symbol of rebirth. Rising into the sky, I struck Bahamut with all my newfound strength. The blow shattered his earthly form, and a shower of ether rained down upon the land. Thus began the rejuvenation of Eorzea. Believing the deed done, I relinquished my hold on that staggering energy, desirous that it should be returned to the realm without delay. But I had not reckoned on Bahamut's tenacious will. Even as he teetered upon the cusp of oblivion, the dragon reached out to claim me. Alas, within my vast fading form, enough remained of the Phoenix's energy to offer Bahamut a hold, and he dragged me along in his wake.
And thus began your existence as the Elder Primal's thrall.
I cannot help but wonder at his will to survive. Though he was all but obliterated, Bahamut found a way to seize the power you surrendered. That would explain why part of his physical form survived to be entombed underground.
It would also explain why Eorzea was so terribly warped. Even as the land sought to restore itself, the returning flow of ether was cut off.
Ah, very good. When his grip on existence was once again secured, Bahamut did not cease his feast until he had consumed every last mote of ether that yet floated in the air.
And still he was not fully restored.
You must remember that by this time, much of the freed ether had already returned to the land. That which remained was not sufficient to reconstruct so massive a form in its entirety. But there did not need to be. Not for a being sustained by the marvels of Allagan technology. As long as some piece of Bahamut persists, the Coils will seek it out and continue their regenerative task. The fragments of Dalamud appear motionless from the surface, but deep beneath the ground they had been searching, tunneling through rock and soil towards their escaped prisoner. And, as you have observed for yourselves, they found his heart. Warrior of Light, heed me. You must put a stop to Bahamut's regeneration. Whether it be for man or for dragonkind. The question of justice is irrelevant. The Elder Primal will leave naught but a smoldering wasteland for both his children and ours. I beg you to defend Eorzea and guide its people to the future they yet struggle to find.
he's such a grandfather.
This portal will take you to the final internment, Hulk. 'Tis time for the tale of Bahamut and his part in the calamity to come to an end. Alvino, Alize, pray, come closer. Your hopes and dreams must no longer be an extension of mine. You must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm, your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
Of course, Grandfather. I have already made it my mission to see this newborn Eorzea survive and flourish.
Alize, while I was yet enthralled to Bahamut, you spoke of my faith in man's strength. Know that your words reached me, imprisoned though my soul still was. So forceful was your conviction, I wonder if that belief has not become your own. Perhaps, after all your anger and sorrow was spent, you found something greater within you. See this fight to its culmination. 'Tis also your strength in which I have faith.
Thank you for everything. Pray, take your rest, Grandfather. You deserve it.
There are records of an art that allowed one to summon the power of a primal from the essence of its demise. And though I am no true primal, all that I have left, I give to you. Alvino, Alize, my darling grandchildren. May Light's blessings ever keep and protect you.
Sweating in my new knitted sweater.
Come, Warrior of Light. Our task remains undone.
Oh my god, they're so strong. Emmett,
You okay?
no! I didn't know it was gonna be so emotional.
So you know how Alize became obsessed with saving Gabu and finding a cure to tempering and being able to save people from tempering?
Yeah.
Now you know where that started.
Because her grandfather was tempered?
Yeah, because she wasn't able to save him.
Well, she did.
Yeah, but only by killing him.
Yeah, but he wasn't really alive anyway.
Yeah. Well, he was. He had wanted to surrender the rest of his essence, and he wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, so either way he would have been dead.
Yeah. But, you know, it's still like where this sort of path started for her. And then in 5.4 we do it. We start curing people who have been tempered. And now you also know why Summoner can summon Phoenix Eggy. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, I understood that, and that was so sad.
Okay, are you ready?
No! You're such a soulless bastard, not giving me time to grieve.
Well, you're not done yet. You can grieve when you're
Wait,
done.
what are you saying?
I said you're not done yet. You can grieve when you're done.
No. Wait, don't I have to leave this?
No.
The thing he has on his head, is that the Eurotransmissioner or whatever you call it?
That's
The
part of
Neuralink.
Neuralink, yeah.
Oh, hi Paladin. How are you doing? Yeah.
It was a long and arduous road, but at last we reach its end. Farewell, Bahamut. I banish you back to the ether.
Oh. Is it nice weather? So his crystal there, it looks like the same kind of crystal with Zodiac.
He is not yet whole. I cannot make him capable.
How about that?
You gonna tell me more about that?
No, because you can't faff around in the cutscene.
Like, you're gonna tell me more about that after? Because I've been thinking about it ever since I saw it.
Sure.
Oh, I'm so slow.
Alize! Alize!
I can take care of myself, you know?
I had thought it finally over. We will not survive another blast.
Alice, you give up so easily? What is wrong with you? And I'm standing there looking completely unharmed.
Is this how I honor my promise to grandfather?
You
That's-
must needs find your own reason to fight for this realm. Your own meaning in this sea of chaos. Will you do that for me?
I will, grandfather. In fact, I believe I already have. That reason has been with me all along, guiding me. Eorzea's blade of light, shearing through endless shrouds of darkness.
Is she fighting for me?
I have been shown the miraculous feats of which we are all capable, of which I am capable.
Well, I'm fighting for you too.
You have wreaked enough havoc. I will not let your wrathful fires consume all that we know and love.
How long I have waited to hear you say that. You have found your resolve at last. Let me join my strength to yours. In this place, in this moment, our purpose has become one.
I'll answer that in a little while, Armin. Or Ethys can answer that in a while. Oh my god!
Future of Eorzea!
Oh my god, there's so extra! What the hell was that?
This last task is yours, Warrior of Light. You must destroy Bahamut's crystal core.
Oh. Oh my god, this is so cool. Yeah, there's only 2 of us.
Well, I needed 7 beams to carry all of my exuberance.
Oh!
What is it now?
It's a song!
Oh. Okay, you ready?
Oh, ah! Okay. Are Twitch gonna mute me now?
Nah, you're fine for this one, don't worry. Okay, ready?
Oh, thank you, Byron. Oh,
Okay, let's go.
oh, I don't want to come on it. See how quickly it's going down as well. Hi, Jonathan. I don't even think we can finish the entire song at this rate.
Of course not. Alright, I'll pop this one. You got the other ones. Okay, ads. Oh. You don't want to hit the edge. Yeah, that's good. So when you get targeted, you'll be targeted by both dive bombs, and you just want to like dodge in such a way that you won't get hit by either one of them.
You see? Snooling and everything.
Uh-huh. You gonna help me?
I just want to sit here and cry and listen to the song. I want to
Well, we get
sing
plenty
it.
of time here because there's like a timer between the spawns for each of these groups of ads. So it's just like, okay. Just watching me murder a bunch of Mericidians. Alright. Yeah, come over this way. Yep. Look who it is. It's Twin Tanya. That's right, I need a dragon over here.
It's fine. You can lurk as much as you want to. Lurkers are more than welcome here.
Okay, I'll need you to, not yet, but when I say you need to come and stand in the Neuralink.
I think this is one of my favorite songs,
Oh, no, not yet.
like of all times.
Okay, now. Over here. You used to have to have a tank LB3 to survive this.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we really need to cover this song. I need to sing it.
Move away from me a little bit. A little bit closer. Never mind. Never mind, I can take it by myself. What am I saying? They stay in the tower.
Too late.
Doesn't matter.
I was so sad. Don't give me this happy music.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel appropriate, does it?
No. Damn it.
So, you're asking about the crystal, right?
Yeah.
You can see shards of it all down around here, underneath the arena.
Yeah.
So Zodiac is an icon of darkness, of like pure astral energy, right?
Who?
Zodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bahamut was a primal of the same aspects.
Yeah.
And the latest calamity, the 7th calamity, was an astral aspected calamity. So all primals have this sort of like living core and essence, right? And what we're seeing here is Bahamut's, but it's not really that much different from, you know, Zodiac's or the Mother Crystal, right? The Mother Crystal is just Heidelin's core.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was our first kind of little hint back in 2.4.
That's
Heidelin
Zodiac.
and Zodiac
Yeah, a primal.
the same kinds of entities. Yeah.
Yeah. That must have been really cool. You must have had so much fun, you little lore boy.
I did have a lot of fun. So the space we're in at the moment,
Yeah,
this may be, you know the chrysalis,
I think so.
where we fought Nabriales and where all of the
Yeah.
the Asians like big throne things are.
Yeah.
That might well be Zodiac's equivalent of this space. So like
Oh.
literally inside his core on the moon.
Because looking at this floor here, these tentacle thorny thingies, they also look like something that could belong to Zodiac.
Yeah, well again, it's of the same polarity, the same type of ether. It's cool, right? Seed of Sacrifice. Well, Seed of Sacrifice, you're being cast into the interdimensional rift. That's
You
a little
did it.
different. Anyway, I'll leave you all the cutscenes. Have fun.
Are there that many cutscenes?
There's a bit.
Lethal Berisha. Scary Spooter. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in.
Have fun.
Thank you.
But one task remains.
Oh, she sounds like a little child.
With this last coil disabled, there shall be naught left to bind Bahamut to this world. His beloved children will finally know peace.
That must be so much ether returning to the earth. Yeah.
"'Tis done. He is truly gone." You knew, didn't you? You knew what Grandfather had become.
I was not certain, but from all I had gleaned, it seemed a distinct possibility. The scene people describe of the Battle of Cartano was one of unimaginable devastation, and 'tis through the combined prayers of the desperate and an abundant source of ether that primals are born. I merely put two and two together.
Oh.
And you consider that a sufficient explanation? Well, however you stumbled across your theory, 'twas this revelation that made you wary of my attachment to Grandfather. You feared that in my obsession, I would fall under his primal sway. Is that why you decided to join us? To pull me back should I show signs of wavering?
Oh.
Pray forgive me, sister. I wished only to protect you. Yet I see now that I needn't have doubted the strength of your conviction. May I ask you a question? What do
His
you now
face is
intend
all
to do with the
dirty.
truth you have uncovered?
But his ears are spotless. Everything is dirty, except from their fingers and their ears.
Which particular truth was that, brother? The fact that desperate prayer gave rise to the primal phoenix? That this new god was responsible for setting Eorzea on the path to rebirth? Should such a tale become common knowledge, people would soon offer up their prayers in earnest. They would beseech Phoenix to complete the healing that was begun.
Yet as you and I know all too well, the very act of calling forth this savior would do more harm to the land than good. We cannot encourage such worship for this very reason. Were Grandfather forced to return as an ether-draining primal, it would undo all that he had worked to protect. Your abiding love for him was the key that unlocked the truth of the calamity. But keys may also serve to seal doors that were best left unopened. Let your love now guide your actions, and lock away deep inside the fate of both Grandfather and Bahamut.
So pretty.
Fear not, Alphino. I understand what must be done. The realm need not know the truth for it to be saved. That the Elder Primal is banished, to return no more. That is enough. Let us make our way back to the surface. Poor Oriange must be beside himself with worry.
That was a good story. Oh. Alice's path. And here we are again. After that descent into darkness, the desolation of Northern Thailand seems paradisal. As promised, I shan't reveal the truth of the calamity to a single soul. However, the nations of the Orsi will require certain assurance that the threat of a new primal is gone. Kept in the dark over long, it is only a matter of time before they seek answers on their own record. Let us recommend that the fragments of Dalamud are sealed off, that the truth may rest undisturbed. But first, we must go and report to Urianger. It would not do to keep him in suspense. I dare say we shall find him pacing up and down the cerulean processing plant. I'll never be more proud of my sister. Oh. Ah, the warrior of light returneth unredeemed from the depths of the darkness. By thy triumphant bearing, I take thou hast succeeded in thy mission, and yet thou art alone. Mistake me not, dear friend, for glad I am I of thy safe return. But where, pray, are Master Alphino and Mistress Alice? So cute! Hey, my friend, forgive us our lateness. We took the scenic route. Bahamut is no more. The realm is safe. Oh, heavens, look at you. Oh, he's such a daddy. What horrors your young eyes must have seen. What suffering your young bodies must have borne. Pray tell me, where are you, Hearth? Your wounds must needs be cleansed and dressed at once. I shall make your poultice. Poultice? We should draw out. Be at ease, my friend. We are healed and whole, I assure you. We took a few tumbles, but the worst of our hurts are healed. I believe we gave Grandfather thanks for that. Master Louisoix, then you met with him once more. But wherefore should Bahamut's thralls seek to ease your suffering? I promise to reveal all to you in due course, dear friend. But first, there is a matter which requires our immediate attention. Now that the Bahamut is defeated, we deem it best to bar entry to all the fragments of Dalamud. To this end, we will convince the nation's leaders that the danger is past and invite to cooperation in ensuring that the fragments are never again disturbed. Come, let us depart and seek an audience with them forthwith. A moment, sister. You need not burden yourself with this task. Urianger and I will more than suffice. Might you take this opportunity to rest? The gods know you have earned it. But I'm fine, brother. Besides, you haven't been through as much as I have. Oh, I see now. You will play your game of diplomacy and wish me out of the way. No, I know it could be further from the truth, Alice. My lady, 'tis mine earnest belief that your brother hath your best interest at heart. You have more than done your part, and he desireth but to relieve you of a burden he might easily bear alone. I have some experience treating with the degenerate you must allow, and as you never fail to remind me of my fondness of diplomacy, I feel it only right that I remind you of your aversion to it. Then it's settled, Oriange. Pray make arrangements for a chocobo carriage. The ride should give us ample time to prepare our story. For now. The paths are different. We share the same goal, do we not? But of course, dear sister, that which we have just achieved together stands as testament to the fact. Whatever path we choose to take, our hearts shall ever lead us to the same end, and that I am certain. Thank you. The face becoming dirtier. I'm not quite sure. Your ears are squeaky clean though. There is a place that I would visit. Might I ask you to accompany me? Yes, my dearest best friend. But first, I do believe a change of garment is in order. It won't take a moment. Look at that cutie patootie. Oh, this is where me and my best friend depart. The landscape is the same. Of course, there is no reason that I would be otherwise. Though it would be poetic for the fragments to magically disappear. I am well aware that they shall remain long after you and I are gone. The world may change irrevocably, but life shall ever go on. Let us take a closer look, shall we? I have no doubt that Alphina will do an admirable job concealing the truth of the calamity. And such truths were revealed in those dark depths will never see the light of day. I myself agreed that it must be so. But the thought that the people of Eorsa shall forever remain ignorant of their saviour, of your deeds, the injustice of it is almost too much for me to bear. How typical of you, Talia. Ever the heroine, ever so. I cannot deny that I feel better of your reassurance. But I want you to know that I will never forget You are the one who freed Grandfather's soul and saved the Eorsia from Bahamut's wrath. And though these great deeds will never be remembered in song, their consequences will be felt forevermore by every soul who calls this realm home. Yes, this spot will do. For Grandfather, Nail, and the dragons of Mercidia, for all those who were taken by the calamity. At long last, the struggle with Bahamut is over. The realm, given new life through the prayers and sacrifices of countless souls, may look to a brighter tomorrow. When the dust of our adventures has settled, I shall embark on a journey. I mean to find my own reason to fight for Eorsia, and when I do, I will fight with all my being. You have done so much for me, Talia. One day I hope to be able to repay your kind. We are best friends! I had no doubt, but that you will continue to help those in need and grow ever stronger in so doing. I shall endeavour to do the same, and if the 12 are kind, I hope one day to become yours as sword in darkness as you are. Come what may, you may rest assured that I will not be outdone by Alphanar. When next we meet, I promise that I will not disappoint you. You never do. You never have. Till that day, fare you well, my friend, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, Alice, my little sister, my best friend. Uncoiled. Oh, I did it! I did it! Oh, I know. I don't think I'm gonna continue on Alexander today, but we should definitely do that soon. Maybe tomorrow? You got one more day tomorrow, so doing Alexander would be good then. I just need to put up my work on Twitter. Bye-bye.